Hi everybody, Paul Cameron here from SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com with some job search tactics and motivation for today. And in this video, I'm going to share my favorite interview sales tactic with you that you could start using in your very next interview. And as always, if this video is helpful for you, I invite you to click that like button so more people in your network can find it. I really appreciate your help with that. So whether we like it or not, companies tend to hire the person that they like the best, not necessarily the most qualified person. But that's precisely why using advanced sales tactics can make such a big difference for you. Salespeople have identified some universally likable human characteristics, knowing that if they can display those at strategic points throughout their sales call, their percentage chance of being perceived as more likable drastically increases. And when you apply those same tactics into your interviews, you're really going to set yourself apart. And I'll show you what I mean. My favorite interview tactic is what I call the slow pitch down the middle tactic. And here's how this works. When you're doing your research before the interview, look for some good news happening at the company. Something that if you worked at that company, you would be proud to know this about the place where you work. I mean, let's say, for example, the company's sales revenues just shot through the roof last year. They're up 25%. Well, now, during your interview, you can casually mention, when I was doing my research for our meeting today, which, by the way, says, hey, I was doing research for our meeting today because I'm so excited about being here. When I was doing my research for our meeting today, I noticed that your sales revenues have just gone up huge last year. I mean, did you bring in a new sales team, or what's happening to cause that? Okay, that is a slow softball pitch right down the middle. I mean, even if he wasn't intending on it, he's going to look around for a bat and want to just knock that thing out of the park. He's going to feel compelled to start sharing the good news happening at his company. He's going to start selling you on the opportunity and why it's so great to work there. Now, why do you want him selling you on the company and the position? Obviously, you're interested or you wouldn't already be there. Well, think about the psychological foundation of that scenario of one person selling another person on anything. The person who's doing the selling is using their own personal opinions, their own personal persuasive skills, vulnerably laying them out there to achieve a specific result, which is the interest in whatever it is that they're selling. And in this case, the hiring manager is trying to get you interested in the position. So now at this point, you have a choice. You can either reject him and make him feel awful about his personal convictions, or you can start buying into what he's selling, becoming more and more interested in the position based on what he's telling you. That's going to make him feel great. That's going to give him that feeling of accomplishment he set out to achieve when he first started selling you on the opportunity. That's going to affect the gut feeling he has about you and that little conversation that he has with himself after you leave where he says, boy, I don't know what it was about that person. I just liked him. Right? Now this whole scenario that you're in of him selling you on the opportunity and then you're buying into what he's selling and then that's positively affecting the likability factor that you have with him throughout the interview. This whole scenario that you're in happened because you came prepared with a slow pitch down the middle question from your research before the interview. That is an advanced selling technique. And if you can apply this kind of forethought, not just into your interviews and all throughout your interview, but into every aspect of your job search, you're going to find a lot more companies starting to notice you. Give this a try. Again, I'm Paul Cameron. I'm from SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com. Subscribe to our free YouTube channel here to get more tips like these, or I'll be happy to email these to you every week. Just go to drivestaff.com/motivate to sign up for our free mailing list. And remember, the most likable candidate they interview doesn't have to be the most outgoing and gregarious person that they meet. It just has to be the most prepared. You can do this. It's time to get to work.